Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic and this is another reaction to Shokugeki no Suma. It is season 3, episode 14, and you know what to do as always. If you want to see the reaction itself, just go down into my descriptions, follow the links, replace the circumflex dot parts with real dots, and enjoy. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear my thoughts about this episode. So, see you soon. For those that came back, welcome back. Now let's talk about this one. I liked it. It was a good, clean episode. You know, we had already the first problem in the exam in one episode, including how to solve it. That was quite a good one. So, Irina feels like she owes to the people in the dorm, and in some ways she does. You know, they took her in, they treated her as equal, as a friend, and as comrade. They gave her kind of shelter and the warmth that she had never felt before of having friends, comrades, and things alike, you know, and not just being the golden tongue, although they did still use her options as a golden tongue, no question there. So she wants to kind of give back, which I can see. And as I said, she developed in being herself. So she does now what she believes to be right. She took some lessons from the people around her, for sure, but she grew as a person, as a human being there. I like it. And now we start with the Tour du Nord, the tour of the north, to the north, something like that, you know. Which is fitting because we've already seen snow and everything. So it's Hokkaido, it's the isle in the north, I guess. So interesting concept and idea of going by train all the way. Which, by the way, I did quite a while ago in the past as well. I once visited Japan and I used the Shinkansen to go from the south Mount Aso station for station towards the north until I was back in Tokyo and had to fly back home. Could have stayed longer, sure. So I guess we will see possibly local differences in the cuisine. So I hope they will make like dishes fitting to the city. So we had that in past episodes, that when we were in a city like from Megumi, that we had a lot of seafood, and when they are in a city, let's say in the mountains, that they take something special from there. I mean, Japanese cuisine is very, very much centered around fish in many, many ways. So I guess there will be a lot of this. But we had some pretty cool meat dishes as well. So looking forward to that. To see some differences in the styles. We will not possibly see much differences in the enemy menus, in the menus of the other students, because they just all cook what they were told to cook. So they will all have the same meal, which is an option, in my opinion, for the rebels, because they can just do something different. And if a teacher is honest and it tastes better, they will pass. The problem will be what if not, which brings me to what they did this time. So sure, after a nice preparing from Irina, who, well, has a very strange teacher vibe, you know. So they got basic informations, potatoes, which sorts are there, and everything about Hokkaido, like pushed into their brain. After that, they joined the first test. And the main problem here is that it is not a test about, here you have ingredients, do something, as we had in the past. Surprise us, you know. No, instead it's, here you have the ingredients, you know, the exact amount, possibly even. And you just have to cook the same dish that you learned. That's, I mean, problematic. If I remember school times, if it is just learning from the book the exact amounts, the exact timing, you just repeat from the book. You don't need cooks for that. That's a machine. So right now what they are doing, they are trying to build up cooking machines there instead of real chefs who are able to impress you with emotions in the food. And then we have the rebels who do that, who try that, but they get thrown so many sticks between the feet right now. So they get way worse ingredients, and that's how they try to make them fail. Because sure, if one has a top A ingredient and another one has a very, very bad one, it's more likely that the rebels will fail. We had that, however, in the past, if I remember, just as example, as I mentioned, the cooking contest between those two here in the picture, where Yukihira was able to improve the quality by, I think it was putting in honey and stuff like that, so beforehand, like for a week or so. Or we had his battle against Mito, where she had access to the top A meat of, I think it was even Kobe meat, something like that, and he just had bought, well, like, price of will be gone next day meat from a superstore. So there was a huge difference, but still he was able to make it. So that's what they're doing now. So I was kind of sure that he will find, or they will find, a solution. However, getting the solution of taking a deep fried fish, which was deep fried in a specific manner, is something that relates, I think, mostly to Alice, to the one in the picture here on the left side. Because she was always the one that was about science and cooking. So I guess it is at least partially her idea, and for sure she would know where to get it. That's her speciality. So they used what they are good at. They used her knowledge. They used Ryu's speed when it comes to preparing fish. So they could even beat the time, although it was nearly impossible. Pretty well done. Stacking teams, in the meaning of you put all rebels in one team to make sure they lose, might be a problem in case they don't work together very well. Right now they did it not clever. Central, I mean. Because we have incredibly good cooks in the teams. The rebels, most of them are really good at what they do. So once they get over their ego, wanting to be the boss, or wanting to be the number one in making a dish, they will be nearly unstoppable by the others. Because all the others, well, there were not some with screen time so far, so I can only guess they are good but mediocre compared to those ones here. That may change in the future. By that I mean that maybe, just maybe, they will do something like putting people they want to fail in a team with other persons that are not capable of helping in a specific dish. You know, everyone has their specialty. Let's say there is like one in the academy that just will not make it because he or she does not have the abilities to. It happens, sorry. So you take this one and put him in a team with Yukihira. And set up a dish where both have to do their best to be able to compete. So that would mean that Yukihira will have to do more than just 100%. He will have to do a large amount of the work of the other person. That is something I see as an option for the future. However, that would mean we have someone like that. Or, alternatively, you have someone who is even working against you in a team, because Central kind of promises him that he will be able to succeed nonetheless. So that someone tries to put sticks between the feet of the people in his team. Right now, however, it worked. It was a good one. They did it this time with bad ingredients. I think something like bad cooking equipment might be something in the future that they try, like everyone else has good ingredients and you have an old stove. Something like that. We will see. Force teams, I had that. Good ingredients, had that. Yeah. What was nice that they showed it in the end of the episode, that the other students were surprised how well this team works together. And that is something that grew. That is not something new, that grew from the last seasons. They have learned to accept each other. They know the strengths of each other. They did not show it specifically, but I'm pretty sure that all in this team know what each and every one of them is capable of. So they're like, as example, preparing the fish. No one discusses that it will be Ryu who does that. When it comes to, I don't know, like having the last taste, like do we need some additional spice, as example, then you would go, if you would be in the team, to Akira Hayama, who is the god of spice here, right? And for in general, as example, you go for Yukihira, and so on and so forth. So everyone has like speciality. If it's about meat, it's Mito. So that's why you have these people, and you know it. They don't discuss this anymore. They just work hand in hand. They are a team, and that helps. So in a strange way, Asani is right now, by trying to push them out, forcing them to work even more together, even better together, and he kind of creates a second organization which is standing against him, by now known as the Rebels. But they are not one or two, there are dozens of them. So if those work together, if those really share their knowledge with each other, they're a force to be recognized. So looking forward to that. Now they go by train. In the end, we had the appreciation of everyone being shown to Irina. I like that. She deserved it. I mean, she did something selfless, although she thinks it's selfish because it's her plan. She wants to do it. She helps everyone else, and she even said that she doesn't want anyone to fail. So she, as I said, has grown, and everyone is appreciative, and it gets shown to her by invitations, by bringing tea, and so on. And something else changed, as we know by now. She is looking at Yukihira in a different way by now, and we have seen the red in her face. So this love story, which we kind of, at least I kind of expected since season 1, is starting to grow a bit more and more now. Nice one. Waiting for the next episode. I hope you liked that. I did for sure, and as always, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.